Hi, I'm Sled.
I'm Olivia Hetzel.
So I'm just going to be interviewing today for your position as a healthcare administrator.
Okay.
So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions here. So first, tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Olivia Hetzel, and I have a bachelor's in integrated health sciences, and I've had about 2 years of experience. And my interests are healthcare, insurance, helping others, and learning new management skills.
Very nice. So what do you think your greatest strength is?
I would say getting things done efficiently, and I'm a very punctual person, and I like to motivate others to do a good job.
Very good. So I know you talked about you had a bachelor's in integrated health science. So how has your education prepared you for this job?
My education's taught me medical terminology, which is obviously very important in healthcare, and also my management classes have taught me how to deal with conflict and resolve problems with others.
Nice. That's probably good. Why do you think you would be a good fit for this job?
I think I'd be a good fit for this job because I've had experience working under executive directors of a nursing home, and I got to see all the duties she performed, and I was her administrator assistant for a few months. So I got to learn a lot of the challenges that come along with that. But I also like seeing new things every day, and being organized is a big part of this job as well, which I am. So.
Now, if there was a change, how do you lead through change?
First, I like to assess how things were, and then look at new for example, with policies. I like to see what's expected next. I actually deal with change fairly well, and it kind of motivates me to do better. At first, it might be a little rough to get into a new routine, but overall, I like change and doing new things periodically, switching things up.
Very good. Now, describe a situation you had where you need to take initiative of the situation.
Well, one thing is in municipal projects I had in college, I had to take initiative in getting people to do their work and asking others to put their effort into it, so I wasn't the only one doing it. But when it came to the end, no one was doing their work, so I just ended up doing it all.
Taking charge, that's very good. Now, talk about a time when you had to work closely with someone whose personality was different compared to yours, or your personalities clashed.
So at my internship, I had to train a new IT and administrator assistant. She was a lot older than me, and she expected me to just give her whatever she wanted and acted like I was a child. And we're polar opposites of each other. And so I had to keep reminding myself to be the bigger person and act professional. And when she wanted to argue, I kept my attitude cool and in check, and I calmly explained how things were done here and just kept calm during the whole situation.
Now, we all make mistakes, and we wish we could take back. But tell me about a time you wish you'd handled a situation differently with a colleague.
One time I was training someone on the job, and they weren't a quick learner, and every day for a week it felt like I was starting from square one every day. So I had to make sure I kept checking in on them and saying what do you understand, and how can I be a better teacher to them. And so I just had to make sure I explained things clearly and checked in on them periodically.
Mm-hmm. And now, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to get my master's degree in healthcare administration, and then I also want to get into healthcare consulting. I like the consulting part of healthcare because you get a new project every 9 months about, so you're not stuck in an office doing the same job every day.
Nice. And this last question is, how would you wrangle a herd of cats?
I think I would watch to see how the cats interact with each other at first to assess the situation, and then the cats that interacted the most figure out something that gets their attention and gets the majority of them into one space, and then after that see what the other problem cats had and see how to get them over there too.
It's very interesting. The fact that you knew how to respond to that question is very good. But thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.